What is up, people? Video Game XD, and we are back with another video. Well, I went to the final day, well, somewhat of the final day of Family Video. Family Video was a local video store we have here in Michigan. They were doing a liquidation sale because they are going under. They're going out of business, they're quitting, they're calling it quits, so... yeah, it sucks because, you know, digital's taken over now, and COVID, that probably affected it a lot, the COVID crisis. So, I had to go, had to get my grabs on, picked up a game and a lot of DVDs. And, yeah, I'm going to miss Family Video. They were a big part of my childhood. I've been going there since I was a little kid. I used to always go to Family Video all the time and Hollywood Video. Most people like Blockbuster, but I was more of a Family Video kid. Their prices were always cheaper at Family Video. But, yeah, we got there just in time because not a lot of people were there, and they had everything on the rack. Nothing was sold yet. So we picked up some decent items. Let's check out. My girlfriend actually got this on Blu-ray for $5.99, right? It was $5.99, right? Yeah. For $5.99 on Blu-ray. Starring John Travolta, The Fanatic. I've never heard of this movie, but she said it looked interesting. And John Travolta is a really good actor, and he usually does pretty damn good movies. So she got that on Blu-ray for $6. Not too bad of a deal for a Blu-ray. The next on Blu-ray, I don't know, how much was this? There's no sticker.
I think that was like $3.
About $3 on Blu-ray, The Nun. I've heard of this movie. I've always seen it in stores and stuff, but I never watched it. So it's the darkest chapter in the Conjuring universe. So I'm guessing it's connected to the Conjuring. So yeah, horror movie if you're into horror stuff. Pretty good deal, $3. On DVD, most of these are mine, I think. Yeah. I believe these were only like $2, I want to say.
If they were on the...
They didn't give me a receipt.
Yeah, I think they were like $3.
They were $2 to $3, most of these. The Wizard of Oz. I did not have this on DVD, surprisingly. This is a classic amongst a lot of people. I think it's the colored version. Maybe there's a black and white version on it as well. I'm not sure. But I got the colored version. I'm not going to lie. Growing up, I wasn't crazy about this movie. Like, it kind of annoyed me because it's a sing-along, and I wasn't really big into sing-along stuff. Yeah, I kind of liked Aladdin and Lion King, stuff like that. But, I don't know. I wasn't crazy into sing-alongs growing up. But you know what? It's still a classic. Maybe I got to go back and rewatch it. As an adult, maybe I might appreciate it more. I don't know. But it's Wizard of Oz. It's a classic. I didn't have it. The next movie on DVD, I believe this was only like $2-3 as well. Fighting with My Family. Now, this movie I seen in the movie theater when it came out. Very, very underrated good movie. I hardly hear anybody talking about this movie. And it's a wrestling movie. And there's not many wrestling movies out there. And it's based on a true story about Paige. You know, Paige from the WWE. How she makes it big and she becomes a pro wrestler and blah, blah, blah. And growing up, I was a big wrestling fan. And I relate to this movie because she becomes a wrestler. And I actually wrestle in real life, yeah. I went as Damon and Solid Sage and Sean Sage. And I wrestled in the indies and all that. So I relate to this movie. So it's actually a really good movie. I really enjoyed it. And the girl who plays Paige in it actually does a really good job. The Rock's also in it. Vince Vaughn, he does a good job. He's like one of the trainers. Just a really solid, good wrestling movie. I really enjoyed it. And I did not have it. The next movie on DVD, The Texas Chainsaw Massacre, The Next Generation, with Matthew McConaughey. Now this is a guilty pleasure of mine because I really enjoyed this Texas Chainsaw Massacre. It's kind of like a horror comedy. It's not like super dark and scary like the original or anything. I mean, it is kind of scary. It is here and there. It is a little bit. I mean, it is a horror movie, but like, it has like comedy shit in it. It makes you laugh more than it scares you, I guess. And I just remember really enjoying this. I used to see it on TV all the time. And I think this is the third Texas Chainsaw Massacre movie, I think. You know, it came out in the 80s. Or maybe early 90s. I enjoyed it, though. I did not own it, so that's cool. On DVD, Bohemian Rhapsody. This was a fantastic movie about the life of the lead singer of Queen, Freddie Mercury. And I seen this in theater when it came out. Very, very good. I really enjoyed it. Did not own it. I would have preferred it on Blu-ray, but whatever. I got it on DVD. It was only like $3, so can't complain there. The next movie on DVD, Rick Moranis. I did not own this. Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. Fantastic classic movie. It's a Disney movie. It came out in the 90s, and if you haven't seen this movie, come on. You must not have grown up in the 90s as a kid or something, because this movie was everywhere back in the day. It might have even have been an 80s movie. But it's a classic. I didn't have it. I figured, why not pick this up? Rick Moranis in Honey, We Shrunk Ourselves. Now, I remember renting this as a kid on VHS when it first came out. And I can't remember if it was as good as Honey, I Shrunk the Kids, but it was something different, because in this one, they shrink themselves. So it's a little bit different. It's probably really corny now, but whatever. Now, the only one I think I'm missing is Honey, I Blew Up the Kid. It's the only one I'm missing. Next movie on DVD, Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. Another classic from, I think this came out in the 70s, I want to say. I wasn't too crazy about, like, Charlie and the Chocolate Factory and all those ones. But Willy Wonka, the original, is a classic. Did not own it. Now I do. And the final item I picked up for the Xbox One, I beat this game back on the GameCube. One of my all-time favorite video games ever fucking made. Resident Evil 4. This was, to me, next to Resident Evil 2, this was the best Resident Evil ever made. I'm telling you, this game had action. It had horror. It had, at the time, really good, solid controls. Now they feel kind of dated a little bit, but man, this game was great, man. Yeah, I got it on the PS2. I got it on the Wii. I used to have it on GameCube. I beat it on the GameCube. But I wanted it on the Xbox One to play it in high definition. So I'm probably going to go back and replay Resident Evil 4 because it is one of the best games ever made, in my opinion. And yeah, now I got it on the Xbox One. Really cool, you guys. Oh, and if you guys did not know, Family Video has a adult X-rated section in the back. So if you want adult movies, they have adult movies on sale too. Yeah, I picked up a few, I'm not going to lie. So, anyways, Resident Evil 4 on the Xbox One. Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. Honey, We Shrunk Ourselves. Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. Bohemian Rhapsody. Texas Chainsaw Massacre, The Next Generation. Fighting with My Family. The Wizard of Oz. The Nun. And The Fanatic. Hope you guys enjoyed the video today on Family Video Liquidation Sale Going Out of Business Edition. That's probably what I'm going to call it, Family Video Liquidation Sale. Rest in peace, Family Video. You were a great part of my childhood. I'm always going to miss the 90s, back when I was a kid, renting video games, renting videos from you guys. But you guys lasted a long time. I think Family Video has been around since like the 70s or something crazy like that. But anyways, this is Video Game XD. I'm Charles Reed. Peace.